We are live now, I believe. So, hello? Okay. Chat, please tell me, can you hear me? Are we up? Someone in chat say something, please, hopefully.
I can hear us, kid.
All right, sweet. All right, welcome, guys. Bit of a short announcement on this stream. It just turned out that I was originally planning to have the stream later in the week, but the issue here is this was kind of like the only day like a majority of us can actually meet and do this. So yeah, this week we have like only one major topic to really talk about. We're going to be talking about what happened this past weekend, the online Springfest stuff for White Shorts. Overall, from what I've heard, it was a pretty enjoyable experience and everything like that. But before we get into that, we have one of the few announcements we're going to have. We're going to have a few announcements. We're going to have one this week, and I think we'll just announce them every other week or once a week. There should be 3 in total. This will be the first one. There might be a 4th one. That one is still up in the air. Yeah, so the first announcement here is we have one new member to the team currently. And then I want to see, let's see, chat, type who you think it is so we can tell you're all wrong.
I think Coon's like the big one who's saying Cabbage is the new member.
Yeah, but, well, Kuhn already knows who the person is anyway. I don't know why he keeps saying Cabbage when he clearly knows it's not Cabbage. It's his mom, right?
That's right.
Like these people, everyone thinks it's Cabbage. Why would we ever invite lettuce into our group?
Well, I mean, Cabbage is already on Burn 2 TCG.
True.
So he can't come to Burn 1 because he's on Burn 2.
Yeah, this is true.
He played with me and Jason
Stealing my
Dan's
material.
rant.
What the fuck? Maybe my jokes robbed from me on air.
Bro, they're not your jokes. I told them on air first.
What the fuck?
You're right. Dan's right. It is Ryan Wibberley. We sniped Ryan away from SBTCG, and he's now. Oh wait, actually, you know who the real announcement was? All of you guys know because you were there. Riaz is part of the team, but he formally already quit. So.
Oh yeah.
That's twice now.
Oh, Burn 3 TCG. Oh god.
Yeah, I wish it could be Sam, but Sam's got his own homies.
True.
We can't steal him. That'd be rude.
All right. Well, you guys tried. You were all wrong. We'll have the person. Why don't you just introduce yourself, new member?
Yo, Wibbs wants in the call.
Wib wants in the call.
No.
OVM, what the hell, dude?
Jason was so quick, he was just like, no.
All right. Go ahead and introduce yourself, new member.
All right, guys, it's me, Dance Ranch, back at it again.
Alright.
Well,
this is why I'm resigning. So
This is why you resign. You didn't. You said it was okay, and now you're resigning. Holy shit! Oh my god! All right, yeah. So we invited Dan into the group. Not only is he a homie, he is also pretty hyped to make content as well as a good player. You wait. I'm so blanking here. You topped 8 into.
he's never topped anything.
You've never topped anything. Yeah, Dan sucks. Why did we invite Dan to the team?
I have a medal.
Wait, he has a medal. You guys lied to me.
Yeah, no,
For the team?
I didn't
right?
go to Worlds because I was too broke. I didn't get first.
Oh, what did you get? Did you get
I
second?
was third.
Oh, third? The
Yeah,
pain.
Riaz
Wait.
cut me out of getting fourth.
That's not a real number.
Out of getting second. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only you're not even the first loser, you're the second loser. That's pretty upsetting.
Dude. What can I do? Riaz won Worlds twice. Riaz is like the biggest gatekeeper in Houston. It sucks.
The one time I've ever played against Riaz in person was at New Jersey. I proceeded to
that
pass turn like 2 times playing Sunshine against him.
It
And I
always
was like,
happens.
Free game.
It always, whenever I play Riaz, it's like
They
I open
forget.
up 5 climaxes. It's like insane.
True. New
The world
Jersey's
champion,
cursed,
dude.
man.
Stay free.
I implode against Jason. What a fucking asshole. Fuck that guy. Not letting me get my first place. I gotta try.
Mm-hmm.
And then, then Riaz was there to also cuck me during teams, which was a pretty funny experience. But yeah, Yep. So Dan's part of the crew now. He's on as a player and a content creator. So Dan, you'll probably start seeing. Well, Dan, exactly. You're looking to make some videos in the future, right? Or how do you have any plans right
articles.
now? Yeah.
I have a couple decks I think I want to talk about more because I know, like, especially after that tier list discussion with Strictly Broken, it's pretty interesting how a lot of these decks were placed, and
What you're saying is you want to make your own tier list with blackjack and hookers.
No, like,
That's what you're trying to say.
see, a lot of these, like, you got people like placing Franks in B tier. I'm like, I don't see how.
You want to join?
Yeah, you want in? You... Oh man. But yeah, so look forward to Dan's work in the future. It's exciting to have him here and joining us. I'm sure he's going to be a great asset to the team. But moving on to what really matters here, us talking about Springfest Online. So that happened this past weekend. It was a lot of fun for people who entered. I've heard a lot of good and maybe some questionable criticisms about the event in general. Do you guys want to get into it a little bit more? I was only able to catch some games. Most of the stream I watched was the Australian stream because it just happened to be at a time where I was free and not doing stuff because I was out visiting family this past weekend, so I wasn't really able to dedicate time to watch the event or even play in it. But
It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
When EU's free.
Yeah.
Commentary was really good.
Yeah, I think-
Organizing and all that was something else, but I think across all three streams, the commentators were like all on point.
They were really good with handling dead air, with like talking in general. They're providing some insights.
Mm-hmm. All right,
it's
I'm
pretty
gonna be
hard.
the controversial one out here. All right.
Okay. Mhm.
So I watched Australian stream. It was good. I only caught a little bit of EU. It seemed pretty good. And then North America. This was my issue with the commentating team. Both commentators are very dry commentators, and they don't bring the hype. They're both very good at analytics and stuff like that. So it was personally, I wish they had a hype man in there, and then one of them, yeah, more of a color commentary. Exactly, Dan.
Never Ryan.
Yeah.
Never ever Ryan.
Poor Ryan didn't make it. Got cucked.
Poor Ryan.
But yeah, that would be my only issue of the commentators is that having two dry commentators sometimes makes it not that great. Not saying that they're bad commentators, it just happened to be that team up I felt was like not the best for like hyping shit up. But like overall everyone literally did great stuff. What else happened this past weekend with it?
I really like the cue cards. The cue cards
Yeah.
that Ken made.
Oh, yeah. What, did he make
those-
those? Do we know that he made
Yeah,
those?
yeah.
I think he did.
Ken did make
Yeah.
those.
Oh yeah, he retweeted that. Or he
Yeah,
tweeted
yeah,
that
I
out and I
assumed he
retweeted it
did.
out. Yeah.
Those added a lot to the stream for like people who are
Yeah,
casually
those were great.
tuning in and stuff like that. Like explain why things are being played and stuff like that at a glance.
Yeah, those were like actually like fantastic.
Yeah, big shout out to Ken for those.
We also
And
got
his
to watch,
commentary.
we got
It's
to watch
great.
EU win nothing and be the freest region. we learned Australia is still the best.
Rude.
Oh yeah, Australia won the European one too, right?
Australia
they
won
won
Australia
EU
and
and
Europe. But NA won NA, baby. It's
Yeah,
lit.
hell yeah! It's because we were on what's it called, delay-based netcode, and we're so used to delay-based netcode that we can destroy
We were,
everyone.
behind, we were also behind a patch, but
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah.
I
What
mean,
is it? Dow, the elephant in the room. Dow won every event, right?
Dow did win every
I
event.
won every event. Two of the
Dow
decks were
showed
easy
what,
to buy. One of them was 5.
It was 9 of the 27, or 9 of the 24 top
was-
decks. I think.
Yeah, it was 3, 4,
I
and
think it was-
2.
No, it was only one. One down made it in NA because
No, it was 2.
No, those two.
no. It was initially 2, but then 8th place got replaced for Batman.
The finals was a mirror, Nico.
Yeah, the finals.
That's right. What am I?
It was 3. It was 3.
Oh,
of
it's
the
initially
it would've been 3.
Initially 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So,
somewhere between a 38 to 40%
No, John. NA won.
representation in top 8s across all 3 events. And then
Yeah,
I think it
so-
was 25%-ish in every region in the Swiss
I
rounds.
think the NA was highest at about like 28 point something percent according to
Yeah, it was, it was
Connor?
like, what, 28, 25, 24, something like that.
and then there was 9 decks across the 3 top 8s. 7 of them made top 4, and then 6 of them made finals.
That's pretty
Jesus.
crazy conversion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of expected because we talked about this leading to DAO's release in English a lot, right? It's pretty interesting because I think what ENTCG did an online tournament right before this too, with a lot of DAO players in it. But I don't know what happened there. Like, none of them made top 8, right? And so then there was like kind of whispers and discussions like maybe DAO actually sucks, maybe DAO isn't good. And then like this event happens and proves all of us wrong, basically. Anyone who thought otherwise.
So there are some
Weird.
things to take into consideration, right? DAO is really popular right now, which can contribute to the
I mean, that was super overhyped, so everybody was down to play it no matter what.
And then there is a huge overlap in player over the 3 tournaments, because I've known many people who went to all 3 or 2 of the 3, right?
Yeah.
So it could be the same like top players representing the deck.
Wait, weren't the DAO players for each of them? Well, Calvin was in 2 of the 3, and it was 2 unique ones.
Yeah.
And I think wasn't Calvin the only DAO overlap in top 8 of like all of them? I think.
I don't remember.
Vince top 2 of them, right? I think maybe. I think Vince top 8 2 of them.
Yeah, didn't he? I think he
Was it
topped
not
Europe
top
also, right?
Top 8, top 3, I think were his 2.
Mhm.
But so it might have been those 2 overlapped. I mean, that's something. I guess that is the overlap. Just player skill diffs, dude.
Player skill too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to bring up. Like, could these numbers be because these good players are
Well, I mean, it doesn't change. These players overlapping still doesn't change that the rep was still.
I think it's pretty similar to how NA regionals would go because people travel to so many different NA regionals. It's like we had 3 NA regionals in one day, basically. Is how I look at it. It's just a different player pool. But like it is like top players do travel to multiple NA regionals. So I think it's closer to that. It's closer to that where the player pool is different, but in terms of how we evaluate them, it's like 3 NA regionals, at once.
Yeah. And who was the biggest turnout and who was the smallest? I assumed Australia was the smallest turnout because they work with such a smaller pool of people, right?
Australia was the smallest, NA was the biggest.
Do you know the difference in size?
yes.
I think he was. Australia was what 54.
It was 54, whereas
And
NA
it was
124.
120. Yeah,
124, because not everyone checked in.
Okay. What was the max
pure time-
capacity also for these events? Really quick, sorry.
128.
128. So we almost hit 128 in NA. Nice.
Well,
We
NA
had
had
140
maxed had sign up. It just
Yeah.
people didn't show, and then some of the waiting list people just didn't do it.
Yeah, which is
So-
something I wanted to talk about really. It was really like the initial PPG games. They sent out like confirmation emails like, "Hey, you're in the tournament," right? And then like a couple days later, like, "JK, you're on the wait list."
Yeah, they dropped a couple people into wait. Like Stealth dropped people into wait list.
Some people didn't even know that they got waitlisted,
Interesting.
and it was really yeah.
Honestly, NA was, if I had an actual big criticism, NA seemed like a clown fiesta running.
Really, I heard a lot of people said it still ran perfectly fine.
It was still fairly like the whole waitlist thing, and then the other thing I didn't understand was I think Australia was an open deck list from the start, and then NA was like open deck list from round 3 onwards, and I don't know why.
There was also some mixed communication about streaming on how like no, you're not able to stream. Then one of them has said, yeah, you can stream your games as long as your opponent's permission.
So. And the other thing too is like if you were in the Discord, you could see. It seems some of the TOs just weren't aware of their own rules because I think one of the things I saw was like they made an announcement being like, "You have 30-minute rounds and then like 10 minutes overtime," and then the actual Bushi judge came in and he's like, "No, it's 40 minutes and then 10 minutes overtime."
Yeah, it just sounds like there was a lot of miscommunications. I mean, this is the first time they at least
I think they ironed it out after like what top 8 like ran without issues or anything, right?
I'm sure as a player for the most part, if you didn't run into any of these issues, like your event was great, and I assume this only affected like a very small amount of people. It just seems like there was a lot of miscommunications because this is like the first time. I assume Bushiroad C kind of handled this event for the English side of the game. So, there's definitely going to be mistakes along the way. I mean, we've made mistakes at the Anime Evo and stuff like that, where we're like trying to figure out systems the day of because we thought we had it down, and then we like literally imploded and caused like an hour and a half delay for between rounds one time. So, I mean, it's to be expected for the first event if they decide to continue with online events, which will kind of be interesting if they do in the future. It seems like we're kind of getting away from online events in general pretty soon with the vaccines and stuff. So things are kind of opening up and moving back to like a more normal pace. So we might have in-game events maybe even as early as the second half of this year. But for sure by 2022, we should have in-game events again. But definitely being online, advantage to that is like you can reach new players that generally can never travel to these events.
I was a very big fan of that part of it.
Yeah, because I definitely saw some posts on Facebook and stuff that people were just so happy. They're like, "Oh, we barely have a community here. No one wants to travel like 8 miles or 8 hours." Yeah,
like Chile and stuff, right? Like Kisa got third, and Kisa would have never had a chance to really participate in any events.
Yeah, that's like
one for him.
It's unfortunate. Like, was it South America? Like, definitely has a very strong community there of players who love this game because they put in extra like work just to play this game. And I always see them online playing Skype games and stuff like that and communicating with everyone in the community, which is really cool. But they definitely do get the short end of the stick when it comes to like their own regionals, even in person. Because like I think not last year, but the year before that, didn't they only get like 1 or 2 regionals at if even?
And they got like 1.
Yeah.
I think 1 got canceled or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then this year they were supposed to get like multiple, and they all got canceled basically. Or was it this year? 2020, I guess.
2019. 2020.
Yeah.
2020, everything got canceled, right?
Yeah,
So.
but I think 2020 they initially announced a lot of places in South America, right? Like 3 or 4 this time instead of just like 1, and then unfortunately everything got canceled. So hopefully in the future we get to see some more great showings out of South America instead of just having like 1 or 2 events. They definitely
I wouldn't mind. I feel like I wouldn't personally mind if they did more online events, honestly, just because it's more open. But I don't want it to I don't want one to. I feel like I really wouldn't want one to just replace the other outright. Like if they do more online events, I think it's fine because it still gives people more access, and there's a benefit to both. But
yeah, it'd be definitely cool to see like an online circuit or something, and then you can win like a Worlds invite once in-person events open up again.
I mean, the world, they could even just have like extra events throughout the year, right? Because I feel like that's like a big problem with Weiss as a game anyway, where there's only 2 real competitive seasons throughout the entire year. And one of them is an extra, like having an extra online one throughout the year would be pretty nice because it would let more people play against each other. It helps the regions, play against each other and everything. I think this is like a positive experience. Aside from any issues people have with webcam games, etc., etc. But I think as a whole, it's like a positive experience for the player base, and it can lead to maybe extra events.
Also, think that there is a lot of value in the regions like intermixing with these tournaments because, like, I know Killua,
the regions have always felt so separated, except for at Worlds. So
especially at like with Killua survey on the tier list, and we saw how differently each region rated each set, and if we're able to like get mixed tournaments more and more often, it'd be really cool to see how like that starts, if that would start normalizing across regions instead.
Oh yeah, or at least change opinions based on region. Because I did. Maybe you guys can correct me, but from my understanding from watching the streams, like literally the only region that still like regards Sword Art Online Gold Bar book as like a threat or something is Europe, and that's proven by the fact that they have multiple Gold Bar books in top 8. I know they had one.
Only
right?
the one.
Only had the one. Yeah.
They went to the finals.
I know I saw that one, but I don't know if there was more. But it seems like they are more willing to play that deck than most other regions at this point.
That's right. I forgot Australia only has one of each event too. That's
yeah,
right.
Australia has very few events as well.
And got it for Australia. They won 2 events this year. Why do they need more? No. But yeah, go ahead.
Maybe WGP should give them their invite back.
Oh, true. Dude, that was
they did win Worlds after all.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that was like so bad. Like, not to get off on a tangent here, but in Worlds before all the COVID stuff, like they're like, yeah, Australia couldn't send their representative or whatever, and then Australia was just like, what? We didn't even have a tournament.
Oh god.
That's why there was an extra like Japanese player in Worlds, but yeah, that was a big mess in 2019.
That's kind of wild.
I've actually never been to Australia. I assume none of you guys have either, right?
Hey, when was the standby link streak? The tech was sick.
None of you guys have been to Australia, right?
Yeah, I haven't.
No.
No, is Australia like really, really huge as far as like traveling to each major city?
Isn't most of their stuff like on the east coast of Australia?
I think so, yeah. Or most places that have human life are on the coast, obviously.
Darcy could tell us. He's
Yeah,
here.
Darcy, you're in chat.
I think there's
Tell
like a
us.
lot of like desert or some sort of like.
There's this
hard to
no-go
travel land.
zone where you just die to like monsters that should already be dead.
All I know is Australia has big spiders.
Yeah, that too. Just everything in
lost
Australia is trying to kill
emus.
you.
Never going there.
They always lose to the emus.
They
I will-
lose
I was
to
gonna
the
say
they
emu.
also lost to the emus.
They've also lost 2 wars to emus. True.
Oh man.
To be honest.
But yeah, like if Australia is actually has like trouble like getting traveling things because they're big, like Texas big, where like yeah, you're in Texas, but you're in Texas for the next 12 hours as you drive across it or
Yeah, but
whatever.
you're in Texas.
Yeah. They definitely deserve more events, you know, maybe at least one in each major city. That would be pretty cool. So they could have like 4 events for the year.
So like, I definitely think they should be just expanding the events overall. Because from the last Worlds, I think there were 30 people in it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's kind of small at the same time. I don't know if like increasing the pool at Worlds would make it a better tournament.
For JP, right? This is what we're talking
Oh,
about.
in English.
Or in English as well. No,
Yeah, 'cause
English
there-
we had a lot more players, right? Jason, didn't we have like how many people we had in the English Worlds?
English World?
Yeah, when we went. It was over 30, right?
I think it was over 30. It was because it was what? It was
I think it
6
was-
rounds?
Yeah, it was upwards of 50 something, right? I feel like.
I think
That
it was.
tournament
yeah.
was
We had a lot of
significantly
people that didn't show either.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. JP tournaments are definitely run a little differently of like how you qualify into the World's finals because each country basically has their own final to go into the Worlds.
Yeah.
So Japan has like this huge these huge regionals who end up all funneling into their final tournament. So then like what is it like? It's usually like what 2 spots per region for the most part. Usually 1 for some of the others like North America and things like that for far traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they everyone who makes it to the World Tournament, Bushiroad actually pays for you to be there for the JP.
It'd be really cool if we could see it get bigger. Because it's really hard when you have one deciding tournament. Because you win a WGP and you're like, it's kind of easy to top it to get your invite to the nationals. But then there's one nationals and then you're just kind of stuck.
Only the literal number 1 gets to
Yeah.
go. There's no like
Yeah.
unpaid invite or anything like that, like there is for EN.
So it's player
Yeah,
pool is a lot
and
smaller.
it's also just unfortunate because it's all East Coast centric. So West Coast gets kind of screwed if they can't afford to. So they have
Right.
WGPs and they have to pay to go to New York, and it's like, ooh.
Because it's like a $400 flight and then apartment
Whereas
food every the week.
In English, you can just go, okay, cool. I go to my locals. Oh, I won my like
Region.
local event. Oh, I won. Lit. I get to go to Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
in WGP has its own issues over here, but I guess something. We're fortunate we get it, unlike another country. But
That's why I hope they do like continue the online circuit with everything opening up
I
again.
really do want the online circuit, even if it's just like for fun and it's not like a trip to Japan or something. I don't care how they do it.
Give
I
out
just
mats
think-
and stuff as prizes.
Yeah, I
Something
just
like
think
that.
there should be something of benefit here, and I think it's like a good way to keep going. Because there'll be the people that don't like it, like Carmen, who hates online events, and that's fine. But I think there are enough people that like it and/or will just capitalize on playing it because they're okay with it, and it just gives people more chances to just play in a more competitive environment that isn't just like webcam or like locals.
And like disclaimer on that, just because I don't like playing in it doesn't mean I don't think it's like valuable, because I do think that people being it, like again, like you brought up the Kisa example where, there's just people who don't get that chance to play, and these are great. And even if I don't like just the online webcam environment, that doesn't mean they're not like a valuable resource for people.
Oh, absolutely. Like we said earlier too, just like people who are like in a more landlocked regions or whatever, where their travel, like, it's not feasible for them to travel 8 hours by themselves to go to one of these events. Like, having the convenience of online is really good. On top of, I think, like, those players who want to get more into the competitive scene but might have like competitive anxiety, which is like a real thing. Like, maybe this is a good stepping stone too to get them to like kind of like wet their, dip their toe in the water a little bit, and then maybe they'll make it out to a in-person regional later. There's definitely no downside to like keep running these online events for Bushiroad, right?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not costing them a lot to run it, yeah.
I think
mean,
they used to run these a lot, or at least like they had like a weekly thing that they were running.
Yeah, the
when the COVID first kicked off, but
Yeah.
they just kind of like that like fell off after a couple weeks.
Yeah, those were fun to play, and I played in a couple of them. When I was really desperate to play Wise, and now I'm like barely desperate to play Wise, if ever. But yeah. What's it called? All right, so we praised all the good about online. You guys have any criticisms you guys would like to levy towards like future events if they do continue to do this? I guess we should talk about like the Elephant Room a little bit. There was like a little mishap or something on stream, right? I think there was like some what is it? I'm already blanking. There was like some shuffling issue, and I think people went insanely crazy over it. Right?
I think it's honestly better to just
not
talk about it at this point. I think the dude said, "Hey, it's like I didn't mean anything by it," or so.
Yeah,
There was
At the
like
end of
some
the day,
discussion.
like we take people, you kind of have to give like face value there. So
The thing that Twitch chat doesn't see is because that's what was popping off is that there was apparently like there's two judges in that call that were telling the players to do things on shuffle and stuff like that, which makes players nervous and things go wrong and stuff like that. And I think it's just best if everybody just drops it.
Yeah,
But
this is definitely like back again, like, or kind of wrap around back to what we said earlier too. This is like some really bad miscommunication between judges and the rule sets and stuff. It seemed like some of the staff members didn't know the exact like rules and like sequencing things that should have been done beforehand, because this is their first time running these events. So hopefully in the future this gets kind of resolved and they'll be able to make things run smoother for players, and there'll be no weird like online controversy about whatever is happening at the event, because I honestly think everyone who played in the event did well, and there's no cheating or anything going on, at least like blatantly, that I was made aware of. Was there any other issues with the event overall, or?
I think it's just the registration stuff with PPG for NA, which was unique to them.
Yeah.
I know they used a weird app that I know that Dean unfortunately couldn't join us, but that he's used in the past, but I know I had never seen before, and a lot of other people haven't.
yeah,
I know
Dean,
that-
I spoke with Dean. That's what their I played in their store a couple times, so that's the app their store uses, and it's not good.
Well, I think
What- is
the
it
other
the-
reason, like they literally just had Battlefy events. Like you just
Yeah,
log like Battlefy challenge. Like come on, like this has been done so many times. There's no reason.
Actually, use Battlefy, which is like even more crazy, right?
I think it's really cool that they did use that thing, because we talked about this before when we were running Anime Evo, maybe using specifically Battlefly for Anime Evo, because when you get paired with your partner, you get put into a chat room with them immediately, so you guys can start communicating with each other. And so like organizers don't have to do shit to like worry about you guys finding your partner and bullshit, and people show up
together. Yeah.
Yep, and it has an automated system in there where if the person you're playing against doesn't respond within 5 minutes, it auto gives you the win, because you have to check in like on the website every time the round starts. And if you don't, and then they show up like 10 minutes late, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't make it in time." Well, it's your fault. The system already showed that you're 5 minutes late and you never checked in. And you're out. So like, judges won't have to deal with the issue of like someone coming in 6 minutes in when they were supposed to be there 5 minutes ago or whatever, or within 5 minutes, but they got there within 6 minutes instead, and are like, "Sorry, dude, we dropped you. It's like it's in the rules or whatever." You don't have to deal with that shit because it's all automated and stuff like that. So it's a lot less legwork for staff members to deal with, which is like really good. What did exactly did NA use? Was it literally just
It was
Discord
Best
and
Coast or Beast Coast pairings or something. The app was called like Beast Coast pairings. I already removed it off my phone.
Oh, it was an app on your phone. Oh,
Yeah, so they had an
It was
app
all
on the phone.
mobile based.
I thought
Yeah,
you were talking about the
it did
Bushi,
have a
Navi Bushi
site.
thing or whatever.
Also had a website, but their website actually just straight up never worked for me, so I had to use the app on my phone.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought you guys were talking about, was it Bushi Navi is the app for
No,
Bushiro?
no.
Speaking
No.
speaking of that, though, wasn't there an issue too where someone made changes to the deck, was told it was okay, but didn't update it on there, and they got kicked out of top 8 or something? Isn't that how Batman Ninja snuck into North America top 8?
I don't actually know all the lore.
I
on
think they just didn't make a card change or something, or
he
like from
forgot to
testing
he changed
to.
a single card, forgot to update it on the thing, and then he got by deck check because of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
The one where the deck list didn't update was one of the decks, the Goblin Slayer deck. It was either Goblin Slayer or Bofuri, but they had the right list on one of them and had the other
Bofuri was
list.
just one of the decks was meant to be Bofuri, but it was something else.
Well, they showed Goblin Slayer instead because of
Yeah,
the way
but that
the-
wasn't it. That wasn't
that
it.
was-
It was the It was one of the Dow players. The Dow player changed a card, didn't he? Then he got the 8th place Dow player got
No, they didn't fail, but like people were
No, they
thinking
failed.
that it was goblins. No, I'm not.
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
deck fail.
The Goblin Slayer was just like some
It wasn't Goblin Slayer. It was
game.
actually Bofuri or something.
Yeah,
Or,
they went through the whole event thinking it was Goblin Slayer.
yeah, because that's a list that was on the PDF or something, but on the app it didn't update properly.
How did they do deck checks in this for online? Really?
They just
Like,
I
compared it
wish
to the
we
image
had
of Dow
Dean
player.
here for it,
yeah, fuck.
because
God damn it,
Dean actually judged NA, so he'd be able to tell us
did, yeah.
what he did.
Yeah, it was best coast pairings, not beast.
Oh, best coast pairings. All right.
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds horrible. Like I saw chat said they said you could use it online, but the online one didn't work, so you had to use the app version on your phone. That sounds really shitty. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they never do
I
that
played
again.
in the
I
Australia
really-
one. Battlefield was so smooth. If I wanted to update, I literally just copy and pasted a new link in.
I really don't understand why these like organizers try to reinvent the wheel every single time. Like there are known, like accepted and easy to use tools to run these kinds of events that people and the people that you're like hiring or like recruiting as volunteers know and are familiar with. Like I don't understand why people like try to reinvent stuff. And like obviously AU or like AO and EU they didn't. They used what was good and they ran without hitches. But you know, I just think it's ridiculous. I don't understand why that happens over and over again.
Kilo was saying that the deck check is they just check your list and you show them your deck card for card on the webcam. So they can't check for like actual like marking or anything, just that the cards are 101 to your list.
It's an integrity thing.
It's kind of it's weird that they do that, I guess, in a way, because I might be misremembering this a lot, but I know in person they have during deck check, I think they had a lot more wiggle room on like, oh, you had a fuck up here, we'll just fix that for you, you know. But I could be misremembering this. I just remember that happening a couple times at regionals during top 8 deck checks, where like,
Yeah, but like the fuck ups are a little different.
Yeah, it was like if a number was wrong, or like if you wrote the actual name of the card wrong or something, they gave it to you. But
Actually,
Yeah,
like
so-
changing
if
cards
you
is
wrote the
something
wrong
different.
card, it was just done because it was totally the wrong card.
yeah. I wonder if this was an in person event, if the person would have got DQ'd or not. Probably, I assume. But
Yeah, because it was just the
yeah.
wrong card. They just
Yeah.
forgot to change the card.
Although, but to be fair, they wouldn't have forgotten because they would have done it the day of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Ian, at the very least, though, like everything's in your Discord. Like you don't like everybody's already in the Discord. They don't have to do anything else for your like reinventing the wheel comment there. So like everything's in one place, consolidated. So you don't have to go to like an external site because you're already hosting the tournament on your Discord. Whereas here, it's like you had to go to Bushi's website. You had to like go to this Google Drive and like upload this thing to the Google Drive. You had to like take a picture of your deck list along with it and send it somewhere. And then you also had to go to wherever else they signed up, whether it be Battlefied, Best Coast, and all that. So
Speaking about taking a picture of your deck, I remember just looking through all the decks. So I see 99% everything's the picture of their deck, right? This one guy just took a picture of his deck list
Oh, yeah.
Push it,
XD.
yeah.
PDF Texas, yeah.
Pretty
I just
good.
thought
Got
that
'em,
was pretty funny.
boys. Oh shit. Oh man.
Which shows the confusion, right?
Yeah.
It could have been a lot simpler, cleaner than
Yeah. Actually, how did this one group get the opportunity to run this event online for Bushiroad NA?
Well, they're a well-known Yu-Gi-Oh streamer
Oh, okay, okay.
or tournament
Oh wait,
organizer.
I said streamer. I was like, it's just one guy. Like, what the heck?
They're a group that does like a lot of like Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball, Vanguard events.
Okay,
So they already
that's
do
good.
Bushi events with Vanguard, so it was like
Okay, so they've had
Yeah.
experience in person. This might be one of their first online events as well too. So they're probably struggling with a lot of stuff. That's what I would assume, at least. Hopefully everyone at least at the end of this like learned something from the event, and as these continue in the future, you know, they can only get better, right? I think. Do you guys have any other things you want to talk about the event itself?
I think I'm good. We cleared a lot of the key points.
Yeah, so one other thing we could talk about before we kind of wrap things up here is, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I've noticed something when it comes to like Weiss always getting like the short end of the stick when it comes to the English side of events and things like that. Vanguard commentators and personalities and stuff, they're always very consistently hiring the same people at these events over and over again for that. But it seems like in the Y side, it's just kind of like up in the air every single time. Like,
content creation is so behind Vanguard.
oh, absolutely, I
Yeah.
agree. But
Like,
I mean, Bush
That guy's different, right?
Mhm.
He streams.
Yeah, I know him and everything. He streams and he
yeah.
does all that stuff. He's been doing it for a long time. But I think it's really weird as a company, at least in my point of view, of you start making these connections with content creators, right, for Weiss and things like that, but you end up never contacting them or hiring them again for another event unless they come to you again, which is really weird. Whereas I feel like Vanguard, they like will tell these specific people like, hey, we have this job coming up. Do you want to do it? You know?
Yeah, you didn't get asked to commentate again.
No, I'm so sad. I would have said no anyway. But what's it called? I think it's really weird because I'd want them to start building more of a repertoire with like people in the community consistently, because I always feel like it's always like crapshoot of like who's gonna be in it. Like I personally didn't even know there was a form you could fill out or something to like, or you could like
Different Fight's really good.
yeah, Different Fight is a very good content creator.
And like who was it? I only want to say because like I remember the one day when UA was doing his 24-hour Vanguard stream, Different Fight was also streaming that same day and had like 3K viewers to UA's like 30.
Got him,
Like, oh.
boys.
Got him.
But
It's like the massive gap. I was like, damn. Content
Damn-
creation built
damn you,
differently.
Jason, I forgot where I was
praise
going
something
now,
like
you motherfucker.
It's okay.
All right, but what's it
that.
called?
I mean, something. Please keep hiring the same people.
It's not
Make
even.
it-
Yeah.
make it
I hope that in the future that they reach out again to Connor. They reach out again to like me, to Ian, just everyone they hired before. Like, it'd be really cool to like be able to keep being involved in the community, because all these people are like leaders in the community. They do content, or they're out there talking with players and trying to make tournaments happen and stuff like that. It'd be really nice for those people to like get some kind of recognition as far as from Bushiroad, like, hey, we see your content, we recognize it, and we want like to keep you like bring you on because the community likes you, right?
I definitely want to see Ken and Kai again. I think Kai did like really well because he was also doing Vanguard too, like Ian said.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually don't know a lot about Kai other than I met him at Worlds, and then through Ken, obviously, and then yeah, it's like all I knew. All I knew really was like he was more of a Vanguard player. I don't know
all I know
shit
is
about
him
him.
commentating with Ken was really well done. Like I thought it was just overall really good.
Yep. Really good
Awesome.
watch.
Yeah. I agree. All right. I think that's basically it. Just Bushiroad in the future. I think keep working with the content creators you hired so far, because you keep going through them. Like, I don't know, for Weiss, you could just go through them like, I don't know, water or
Pretty
something.
And then like once they start getting experience, now you hire another person, and now the new person's also starting from scratch, and it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
I mean, it also just be nice to have overall. I think it's really like I think we had a lot of like pre-established like commentators, like people like Ryan and Tom were pretty well liked from doing like WSI and
Oh yeah,
right.
I love
And-
Ryan's commentary. It's always very good. So
and he didn't get to do it. But I would hope that they reach out to him again.
mhm.
That Ryan and Tom maybe get to do it again, even if obviously that means
Yeah.
they can't participate in the event, which is an unfortunate part regardless. But
Maybe
And-
Ryan on as a content creator.
Yeah. Also, another thing too, which is like this kind of plays back to like hiring the same people consistently, is like just for example, if they reach out to me, there was no way I could do this event, but if they reach out to me and I was like, I can't do it, but I have this guy here, Ryan, who is sick as hell. He can do the event. He has experience commentating and everything, and then that's like how other people usually, quote unquote, make it or whatever. Is like we'd be able to suggest people who we already know who has experience and it will be good for the job and be able to come there as a commentator. You know?
be good too.
Oh
Yeah.
Because I didn't watch the entire event from start to finish. Did they swap commentators ever? I know North America did not, right? But I don't know about the other places. Like, did they have like commentating teams at all?
Yeah,
No?
it was the same two people for all of it.
For all of them? Yeah. I think that's like really stressful too in like a 7-round tournament plus top 8 or something like that, having the same two commentators on the entire time without like any breaks kind of
Right, they went for
blows.
like forever.
Yeah. Because was it and I don't even remember, we probably did it all ourselves too because we're dumb. In Anime Evo, did we commentate literally every match together?
I think it's swapped out.
You kept swapping people in and out, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it
that's
was
at least
like
good.
you have, like,
me
one
and
person
Dean,
dropping.
me, you and Dean, but yeah, it's like for the most part, I think it was all of us.
Okay, yeah, but we were swapping people out so they could get time, like break and stuff, because it gets super tiring talking nonstop online. Because like it's tough in card games too sometimes when you have dead air time because players are thinking and stuff, and just because you're outside of the match, you experience things completely different. Kind of like if you ever watch fighting games, you're like, yeah, I would have DP'd that. I don't know why that guy didn't just DP. It's completely different as a player than when you're just spectating the match, right? It's easier for you to find things, right? But yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it, guys. You have anything else? All right, I'm gonna take the silence as we're done.
I think so.
I
I mean,
got
yeah,
nothing.
they had
Got
like,
anything else?
they had their moments like when they played like the videos, but for most part, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It was kind of like an ad break.
I mean, it was a pretty long ad break. They had plenty of time.
Oh, between top or whatever, but between rounds and stuff like that, not as much. It seems like they get like 5-minute breaks in between rounds and then 30 minutes before tops, or I guess 30 minutes in between tops. But
Yeah, because of the top matches, yeah. They were fun.
It was good to watch. Felt pretty smooth. There weren't too many delays. The breaks made sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad overall the events seem to run smoothly and everyone's been pretty satisfied with it and everything like that. I guess we'll kind of wrap it up here. Dan, do you have any shout outs or anything you'd like to do? Any social media stuff, since this is the first time you've been here? Get people start following you everywhere.
Yeah. DanceRanchWS.com. You can check my stuff out there. I'm working on another tournament, JP Singles. It's probably sometime gonna be Q4 this year. I know that I have the 2012 retro tournament coming up in August as well, July 31st, August 1st. Be sure to check that out. I suggest you practice a lot because Boomer Weiss is very different from modern day Weiss.
My card advantage is, did my brainstorm hit? Yes or no?
I can't wait for you all to get destroyed by Melty Blood.
You got.
Multi
I have
Blood, you mean
max.
Still looped by ZNT.
I have max rarity ZNT. You're fucked. I bought this deck so long ago. Never played it in a tournament. I only bought it because I like ZNT, and now I'm gonna have a chance to smash kids with ZNT. It's gonna be great, and it's max rarity. I can laugh at everyone who's poor.
1 SP vanillas.
Hell, I have a 117k SP vanilla that comes from the TD. 4 of them. I'm ready to smash everyone's headed. All right.
That's dedication.
Hell yeah, dude. Man, CNT is such a horrible show. Don't watch it, but I love it. Anyway.
Always smooching on all the climax. That's all I know about it.
Yeah, that is the show. Everyone be smooching. Besides that, Carmen, you got anything coming up?
Not really. Think Jason and I are working on a Princess Connect thing.
Yeah, that's the only thing I care about anymore.
There was a recent Milk Tea article, so now Jason's got to test that one before we do anything. We're gonna get something together for Burn One on like a Princess Connect like retake or whatever about like where it's at, since we both care a lot about that set.
Awesome. I guess that's one thing to mention too before we like wrap it up too, as well as we're setting it up so everyone has access to the YouTube channel, and so everyone's going to be able to start making their own videos and their own content to be able to upload to Burn One. So we'll get a lot more consistent videos out there for people who care about certain sets in our group.
And so you can watch our streams and not Strictly Broken.
Yeah.
Lamau.
And then unironically, I'm gonna start doing box openings whenever I get these cases in. I'll like probably do either half a case on stream or something, or the whole case if I'm like raging really hard because I didn't open SPs yet. So that'll be fun, easy content to be on here. It'll just be random streams that will pop up occasionally. It won't really be planned out too much because the timing of my cases when they come in is always random. It's usually about 4 or 5 days before the release date, and so yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, like
more
have a case
gameplay.
of gear with your kid.
What's up?
I was thinking like we do a lot of testing and stuff on Discord. Maybe we could just do some like gameplay streams if we all have access to the YouTube, like whoever's on.
Yeah,
we're just gonna
just fire something up. Yeah, fire something up, let it go. Easy enough to...
We'll have a lot more like on the spot random content coming out. It won't. Some of it will be planned. Some of it will be like, hell, fuck it, we're all online right now. Let's just start playing some games on webcam and stream it.
Yep.
Anyway.
Which brings to remember to hit like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell, and you'll get notifications every time you see it pop up.
God damn it, Dan. All right, this is why he's a content creator on the team for sure. He knows how to tell people to chill for the channel. But besides that, Jason, any shout outs, anything?
Just follow me on Twitter. I posted in the comments. Thanks.
Good shit. Nico? Wait, did Nico say anything?
Yeah, I said nah.
Oh, okay. Wait, don't you have a video coming out, or did
No, it's Dean.
Oh, that's Dean. All right, Dean has a video.
I was initially
In the lab.
potentially making a video, but I decided it was probably too BM to make the video.
Oh
Fair.
no.
Oh man.
Man.
I think that's it then, guys. As always, follow me at KatoriJP on Twitter. I post bullshit there all the time. Not always Weiss related, but should be more Weiss related stuff coming soon, especially when more. Oh, that's what I reminded. I have a stream setup now that's transportable, so you guys can watch as Nico, myself, and Dean get destroyed by our locals every other week when we go. You'll see us dying to swing for 7 and we eat 7 and be like, well played, sir. Your deck seems to be popping off. So that will be fun. We'll have some actual streaming events. And I think Dean himself as well at his locals, they're going to have a stream set as well. So they'll be able to stream the locals at, what is his locals called in Kokomo? There is Kokomo locals, whatever that place is called.
Kingdom. It's something else.
Oh, okay.
Kingdom. I actually think it might be Kingdom.
Oh yeah, it is. I think it is Kingdom, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
But we'll have that. Unfortunately, due to how like the setup will be, we won't be able to have commentators on or anything like that. But when we're done with games, we'll just come over and shit talk on stream all the time. So that'll be fun. Hopefully, everyone will enjoy that. So look forward to that. I think the first one coming up will be in a week or two, right? I don't know. I got to see what the schedule is for our locals, at least. I don't know about Dean's.
The time they have the next locals we can go to, I think we're going to be in Texas.
All right. And then, yeah, I think that's it, right? Next week, we will have... Well, will it be next week? No, it won't be, will it? Because everyone will be gone.
I mean, we could maybe stream from Texas. I don't know if we want to do any content like that.
Okay,
We
we'll
can stream
figure
the-
it out. But we'll...
This is going to be a bit of a brain drain. I don't know if we'll be conscious enough.
We'll be someone will be conscious enough to hit the go live button, but I don't know if we'll be conscious to be able to hit in stream at any point.
Yeah, I don't know if end stream will happen.
Yeah. So if you show up to a stream that's been going for like 8 hours and then you hear people snoring in the background, I'm sorry in advance. Um,
Sounds
But
like
yeah.
something
but yeah, so look forward to that stuff. Things should be kind of swinging back to normal. Yeah, I guess next week we'll have an announcement there as well. We have two more confirmed announcements, and then if we get lucky, there will be a fourth announcement at the end, or whenever that announcement's able to be said. But until next time, guys, I hope to see you guys in the next stream. Make sure to keep liking our content. Oh, and really fucking huge shout out, like, to anyone who actually still stayed on the Patreon for our group during this whole like no content era of Burn One. I really, really appreciate it. And if you had at any point during 2020, if you had at least like 2 months worth of Patreon things, even if you're no longer a part of it, message me. I have a shit ton of folders for like card collections that are nice and leatherback that I will send out to anyone who did was subscribed to the Patreon for at least 2 months during 2020 up to now. So message me on Discord or find me, go on the Burn One Discord. Let me know to look into it, and then I will get your address and send it to you free of charge. Don't care. And then supposedly we're gonna have a new logo in development soon. I mean, if that ever gets finished or whatever, I am making new shirts and stuff like that, and I will be giving that out for free. I'm gonna make a bunch of them and give them out for free to people randomly. Maybe we'll have a giveaway or two on stream. We'll see what happens. But besides that, we hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for supporting us so much. Dan, do the thing.
Remember to hit the like, share, and subscribe button.
Yeah,
Slam the alarm bell so that you can see next time we go live. You can see our random game streams.
Oh, anime Evo mats are being shipped out pretty soon. They finally came in.
All right, don't lie. Come on.
No. I finally did it. Did I show you guys the what the mat was? The finished one?
No.
No, you didn't actually.
Wait, really? Okay, hold on. I'll throw it up on stream really quick so you guys can see what the art is.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where is it on my computer? Damn, I thought I showed this off.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Kevin. I'll take your anime Evo mat for you.
Yeah, I'll just give it to Jason.
Lives and
Or-
breathes Weiss. If he's not doing anything Weiss, he's
Yeah,
sleeping.
because he has no job, so he has nothing better to be doing. Oh man.
Whoa. Why are you attacking the man?
Toxic, dude.
Because I can. Go update your thing, Kevin. Put memory key counters on there so people stop arguing about them.
Dang, didn't we just get done talking about we should, not start drama with people? And here we are already shit talking.
Fuck
Just
Kevin.
Oh, you're right. It's just Kevin. Fuck him. Wait, where is this? Where do I have this picture on here?
It's non-existent. I told you.
No, I mean, I can show you the in process one if I can't find the final one here. Give me a
You've seen
second.
that one.
Oh, here it is. Wait, is this the finished one? Oh yeah, here's the completely finished one. There you go, guys. This is
Manga
what
Dex
it,
is down, Kevin. You can't read manga. Nice try.
there you go.
One day.
This is
Manga
the
Dex.
anime Evo mat that's being sent out to everyone. In the top 8, and then I have a few more that I'm giving out as well. So that'll be fun. So expect those pretty soon.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, I like
All
it.
Chocogos are good.
Exactly. But yeah, that is it. Anime Evo mat here. Yeah, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Do what Dan says, because we pay him the big bucks to say this on stream. So
Absolutely. I'm making bang.
5
Wait,
whole
you
sets.
paid?
all right,
You're
we're
getting
closing.
paid? What the fuck?
All right, all right, guys, later. All right, we're done streaming.